good stuff. Local legend and TikTok-based queen Grace Aberhart is about to drop her debut EP called What I Could Tell You. We're joined by Grace to chat all about this EP and her musical journey so far. I've been so spooked to do this because I'm like, you're so fantastic and it's like hard to wrap up everything that you've ever done into,
Sweet.
one little bit. But hopefully we can scratch the surface a little bit.
Yeah, let's scratch some surfaces.
Yeah, I can't wait. Okay, I'd like to start off by asking, what was your journey into music like?
So it started when I was born.
Yeah.
I've kind of just been doing it since I can remember, to be honest. I feel like I just have always been singing and picked up guitar when I was in year 6, maybe at 12. And then I was as soon as I picked up guitar, I just wanted to start songwriting. But before that, I was also playing drums and flute in little primary school bands and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, after guitar, I was ooh, I want to play bass. And that was when I, just randomly got a bass guitar and then just got super into it. Mm. And then that kind of kick-started, me being in a band. And then after that, I was just getting really into songwriting. And from there, it's just, progressed to, where I'm at now, I guess, yeah.
What was your first band?
My first band was called Gel, and it was 2 guys from my high school stage band, Eli and Lockie, and it was just our initials made the name Gel. But
Grace,
yeah.
Eli and Lockie?
Yeah, it was great. But we all gelled together. It was great. And so we played mostly it was my songs, but we played at the Cambridge a lot, and then just wherever we could get gigs, and we played heaps, and I don't know, it was a really good first band kind of experience in how to run a band, and taught me a lot about running rehearsals and just all of that good stuff.
Good stuff.
That you need to learn. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. But you've had so many different people around you in your life that have contributed to your musical journey. In particular, definitely. I'd like to talk about your dad and your fam. Yeah. What kind of role has your family played into your love of music?
My dad has literally just been my number one inspiration for pretty much everything I do in music. He even gave me my first bass lessons because he pretty much plays everything too. But He's super inspiring to me, songwriting-wise, and everything I do, I'm yep, it's definitely inspired by you. And then my mum's just been super nurturing and supportive of me doing music as well, and it's never been I don't know, a question. It's always just been that's what I want to do. So
that's what you're meant to be doing.
I've had super supportive parents, and they're both super creative and kind of get the whole artist brain,
Yeah.
But I don't know, I feel I owe a lot to my dad as well, just musically. Yeah.
Beautiful humans. No, this is all really good. Well, next up, I want to ask about the EP.
Yeah.
What I could tell you. Tell me about the name to begin with and the overall theme of it.
So it was a bunch of songs I wrote, I want to say about 2 years ago, or even, about 2 years ago. And I think some of them I wrote during COVID, early I wrote, I think during a lockdown. I'm not too sure. I wrote them all in a very similar time period where I was going through feelings of heartbreak, and my mental health was a bit whack, and I was just everything kind of came into place. And basically what I could tell you is just a chunk of one of the song's choruses, from If You Ever Make the Call. There's the choruses, I don't know what I could tell you. And I never knew what to call the EP until Healy one day was because we were just sitting there I don't know what to call it at all. And then Healy was oh, why don't we call it What I Could Tell You? And I was yeah, sounds good. And then that was it. I was yep.
So easy.
Perfect. Yeah, because I'm terrible with coming up with stuff like that. I don't know. It's such a task. I'm just so indecisive. I was yeah, that sounds right. Sounds like an EP title.
Yeah.
So and then musically all the songs were recorded pretty close together, so they all have that similar kind of vibe, and the stuff I'm writing now, it kind of still fits in that genre, but it's also kind of progressing in a cool way as well, which is pretty fun. But yeah, in terms of the EP, musically, I think I started to kind of, like, my songwriting kind of leveled up a little bit from where it was. And there was, like, a lot of songs that didn't make the cut as well, that, because I was writing heaps at the time, that we'd, like, make demos for, and then, like, we'd just listen to them and be like, nah, they're, like, they're good, but, yeah, they're just not gonna work. So, yeah, it's just those 4 songs ended up winning. And then, I don't know, I'm really proud of them still. And I think that's the thing, like, I look back and I'm, like, not cringing, so that's a good feeling. That's a plus. But,
all of them were recorded in your house, right? And mixed.
Yeah. So Healy Olsen, my partner, has done the, like, producing, mixing, mastering. He did all the drums with Addictive Drums, which is, like, just a MIDI, like, plug-in thing, but it's, like, based on real drum samples.
Yeah.
And so,
was that from his sample pack? Because he released one, right?
Yeah, he's got a sample pack called Healy's Hats, Volume 1 and 2. But he did, I don't know if he used the sample pack in it, but shout out to that. It's
nice. Even if you're not going to use it, just go download it.
Just go listen to some hi-hats. Yeah, definitely. I don't know if they actually ended up being used. I'm pretty sure we used some drum samples from, like, the Story So Far drama. I'm not too sure. I'll have to, I don't know, I'll think about it.
Yeah. Fact check.
Yeah, I'll fact check that. But, yeah, I think that most of the guitars were using... I think we used all my Fender guitars. I think the whole EP was, like, all done on my Fender guitars, and then, yeah, that's about it. And then, yeah, I don't know.
That's just how it goes.
That's just the way that goes.
I'd really love to talk to you about this epic kind of crazy roller coaster that you've been on the last couple of years with social media and your fan base growing, like, exponentially. It's been... whack, like,
it's
crazy.
It's truly whack.
How did it all start, and what happened?
I don't know. No,
like, was it an overnight thing, or
it wasn't overnight, but it was like a couple of overnight things.
Yeah.
And just a lot of persistence, I guess. So
of course, and that's the thing. I don't want to discredit.
Oh no.
No. Because obviously you've been whacking away at this since you were teeny tiny.
Yeah, I feel like all of the practice I'd done up to, like, the start of this year kind of led me to be able to have the tools. But prior to that, I was making little things and, like, posting sometimes, but I just didn't have the, I don't know, brain power to go, oh, like, this is what, I didn't know how to direct it.
Yeah.
And then randomly, I think I just started singing and playing that Stevie Wonder cover, like, I Wish, and I was like, oh, that's fun to sing and play. And then, like, I was making a couple of, like, little bass covers on the side, like, just posting them for fun. And I was just not really expecting it to, like, go too crazy. And then, I posted that one of me singing and playing I Wish, and that's kind of what kickstarted it. And then this Bass Player magazine shared that video, and then Scott's Bass Lessons ended up sharing it. And so all of these different little pages and, like, random places started sharing it, and it kind of just, from then, I was like, oh, I actually have to, like, run with this. Like, I don't want to get stuck doing covers, but I was like, it's really, really fun. And I was really inspired because up until that point, I hadn't really picked up my bass, like, a whole lot. And I was just getting re-inspired to, like, learn bass lines. And I don't know, I was really just in the zone, I guess. And, I also didn't have much work at the time. So I was like, well, I'm just going to put all my energy into this and just... I made a shitload of covers and videos, and, like, at the same time was trying to work on my, like, original release, like, planning the release of the EP. And it all just kind of, it just happened. And then it just, like, kept bouncing off other things, like, I guess, like, people would share it and then they'd come back and, like, I'd post another one. I don't know, I guess the timing was just good because I was posting, like, I don't know, maybe 2 videos a week.
Yeah.
I'm not really doing that now. I'm, like, 1 video a week, but I just don't have enough time anymore. But
busy queen, busy.
Yeah.
It'd be so hard to keep up with it. Like, does it ever get overwhelming?
Yeah, I feel like at the start I was just, like, on a bit of a high of, like, oh yeah, this is great. And now I'm a bit more prone to like getting burnt out with like learning covers, so that's why I've tried to like start this new thing called like Grace's Grooves, which is like I wanted to just have more of an outlet for original kind of bass writing parts and like just see where that goes and like maybe have collaborations with other people down the line. I don't know, I just wanted to start while still making covers. Like I did one like 2 days ago, but yeah, I just wanted to start something fresh.
Yeah.
and see where it goes.
It'd be so hard when, you know, you've built this fan base around covers and stuff like that. So it'd be hard to kind of go, hey, I also write original music,
that was
you know?
That was the thing, because I was kind of careful with how I like introduced my original stuff because I didn't want to just be like, oh, hey, hey, come listen to my original, because like most people don't give a shit. Like they're just watching because they like watching me play bass or whatever. I don't know. Like, I didn't want to be annoying, and so I was just like, how do I do this without, you know, going straight at it? And I think I did it well because it seems to have worked well so far. Like quite a lot of, I've had good reception from like a lot of the people who are like, this isn't my type of music, because they like, you know, like all the old like older kind of songs, and then have actually said, oh, like I really like this though, and stuff like that. So it's been really, really wholesome, really nice. And I'm just trying to keep up everything now. So I don't know, it's really been a wild ride, and the internet, I've learnt, can be really, really also weird, and like people online can be not the best, but luckily the ratio has like gotten way better with that. Like I don't really have any idiots there anymore.
It's actually people listening and appreciating your music rather than being weird.
When it first like started kind of, I don't want to say blowing up, but like when I was getting like, you know, a lot of like, there was like a point where like 2 million people were like looking at, because I could see like how many people were looking at my Instagram and stuff. And TikTok at the same time, and I noticed like, there was just like some really dodgy comments, and like being a woman online in that sphere is just kind of rough. But luckily it's like gotten way better now. But
thank goodness. Now,
it was kind of whack.
I'd love to know, what's your overall like dream? Where do you want to be, and where do you want everything that you've been working on to get to eventually?
I suppose I just want to have an avenue where I can ultimately be a recording artist / live artist or songwriter in some capacity. That I can hopefully make money off. But I want to do it as a career, ideally, but obviously that's difficult. But I also want to look into songwriting for other people as well and get into that kind of area of the music industry. But for myself, I want to have live shows again, which is like something I've been working on.
I miss seeing you play live.
So it's been, I reckon like it's been a year since I've done like a Grace Aberhart like rock band show thing. So I don't know, it's been a while, and it's been good because I've had like the last 4 weeks I've had rehearsals like once a week.
Cool.
And I've actually got my guitarist Eli from Gel back in the Gel days.
Oh my gosh!
So I was like,
throwback.
Hey. I was like, hey, you still playing? He was like, yes.
He's such a wicked
super
guitarist.
Grateful. He's so good. And then I've got Andrew from Spuzz band.
Yes.
And he's playing lead guitar, and I got Healy playing drums, so it's pretty special. And I'm so excited.
And are you thinking of eventually going on tour?
I mean, that would be awesome. I want to see how that can happen. I don't know. But that would be great. I don't know yet where or when. But I haven't got any, tour plans as of yet. But so many people like, because a lot of my Instagram followers are like from America and stuff. They're like, when's the American tour? And I'm like,
you should
do
it.
I just go to America.
Why not?
It would be pretty fun.
Go and just play, you know, Times Square. And I don't even know what big stadiums
I'm actually pretty famous.
But seriously, like, that would be awesome.
I mean, one day that would be a goal. I feel like whenever people ask me about my goals, I'm like, I don't know, I'm just kind of seeing where it goes for
just
now.
Riding the wave.
Literally. I don't know. I don't want to have too many expectations, but I also do have some
Yeah.
of where I would like to be. But yeah, I think I just want to start small and like work my way up.
Of course.
Yeah. Hell
So your EP is going to come out in the next 2 weeks, right? Or a week away now. When's it out?
On the 17th. I'm so excited. They've been like sitting there for so long.
Yeah.
And Healy and I have just been like, we listened, because when we were doing like the mixing process, it was just like, we've heard these songs so many times and now they're finally coming out. And I'm like, oh, I'm so excited, but I'm also so keen to like show what I've been doing like now as well, because I've been writing so much and recording at the moment like all this new original stuff, and I'm really keen to like just show everyone that like this is the stage I was at then, and then so once I get that out I can then start doing all this other stuff as well, which is exciting. I'm really proud of it though. I think it's like a cool little thing. It'll be cool to look back on like as a first EP. I think it was like a good little project.
Yeah. It's been awesome. The singles so far have been fantastic, so I can't wait to hear the rest of the EP. Grace, thank you so much for spending some time with me today. It's been awesome.
Love you.
I love you too.
Yay.